This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. 3 men in custody over Kingston gun ammo seizure. 2 illegal firearms, including a rifle and 36 assorted rounds of ammunition, were found during a joint police-military operation along William Road, Kingston 5 on Friday night. The police report that about 10:30 p.m., members of the security forces were on duty when a motor vehicle was stopped and searched. The police say they found a Marco Draco rifle and a magazine containing 22 7.62 rounds and 1 Beretta pistol with a magazine containing 12 9mm rounds. An additional 2 9mm rounds were found in the pocket of one of the suspects, according to the police. All 3 men who were occupants of the vehicle were taken into custody. Gun seized, the man arrested in Spanish Town traffic stop. A man was arrested by the police in Spanish Town, St. Catherine yesterday morning following the seizure of an illegal gun during a traffic stop. The police report that about 11:30, a team was on an operation in the Ellerslie Pen area when a Nissan Tida motorcar was signaled to stop. The driver obeyed. The police say the vehicle was searched and a loaded 9mm pistol was found inside the vehicle. The driver was placed in custody on suspicion of illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition. His name is being withheld pending further investigations. 6,000 to get jobs under Youth Summer Employment Program. A total of 6,000 youngsters from across Jamaica will be engaged in gainful employment over a 6-week period under the government's Youth Summer Employment Program. The national initiative, which is in its 6th year, was officially launched at the Mannings School in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland on Friday by Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Desmond McKenzie. YSEP participants who will begin work on August 8 will be placed in public sector organizations. The young men and women will earn $10,000 weekly, with team leaders earning $11,000 per week. In his address, Holness noted that the YSEP has provided employment for 27,500 young people since its inception, some 500 of whom have found a permanent employment in the public service. It is important that we acknowledge that the program continued during what we refer to as the COVID-19 years 2020 and 2021. So even in the middle of a crisis, we are able to continue with programs like these to get our young people targeted interventions for employment, he pointed out. Holness assured the youngsters that the government will continue to invest in programs that will give you a future, that will give you hope. He urged the YSEP participants to save a portion of their earnings. I understand that there are many demands on you as young people, but I want you to remember that you are not only living for today, you are also living for tomorrow. So you have to put aside some of what you have earned today in order to be able to enjoy tomorrow, Mr. Holness said. For his part, McKenzie informed the YSEP participants placed at the Social Development Commission and the Poor Relief Department will assume special responsibilities. The SDC will be updating its community profile. This profile was last updated 10 years ago, and some of you will have the pleasure this year of working with the SDC in collecting the data that will help the government to determine its programs, he noted. Also, we are going to be assigning some of you to work in the Poor Relief Department to help to capture data right across Jamaica, he said. He encouraged the youngsters to carry themselves with pride and dignity as they prepare for the world of work. Curfew imposed in Whitfield town. A curfew has been imposed in the Whitfield town community of Kingston 11, which is policed by the St. Andrew South Division. The curfew began at 6 p.m. Saturday, July 16, and will remain in effect until 6 p.m. Monday, July 18. The boundaries of the curfew are as follows: north along Wellington Road from Waltham Park Road to Maxfield Avenue, south along Maxfield Avenue from Wellington Road to Spanish Town Road, east along Spanish Town Road from Maxfield Avenue to Waltham Park Road, west along Waltham Park Road from Spanish Town Road to Wellington Road. During the hours of the curfew, All persons within its boundaries are required to remain within their premises unless otherwise authorized in writing by the ground commander. Highgate market vendors don't expect much help after devastating fire. Devastated by the loss of their shops and goods in an early morning fire, some vendors from the Highgate market in St. Mary say they do not expect much help to come their way. The vendors based their expectation on what they say is the fact that only 4 of 13 shops damaged in a fire towards the back of the building in 2020 were repaired. Saturday's fire damaged the stalls of more than 40 vendors. Among them is 27-year-old mother of one, Lola Brown, who operated a restaurant and a bar. "I stuck it out with about $30,000 worth of goods yesterday," she told the news. Fitzroy Campbell, who has sold herbal products at the market for more than 3 years, puts his losses even higher. "Devastated, I don't know what to say because over $400,000 worth of medicine was destroyed," he said dejectedly. Others struggled to find words to describe their feelings amid the burnt-out shell of what was once a thriving hub of commercial activity. "We got burned out today, the bar, the barber, the cook shop. Everybody in the market lost everything," said one woman who did not wish to provide her name. A man who operated a chemical shop lamented, "Everything lost, everything gone." According to Assistant Superintendent of the St. Mary Fire Department, Andrew Wildman, they received a call for help at 4:41 a.m. and initially responded with 1 unit each from Anoto Bay and Port Maria. Upon arrival, we recognized that the intensity of the fire required additional units, so we summoned a unit from Buff Bay and 1 from St. Anne's Bay. We worked to contain the fire and managed to keep the fire in check at the market. Unfortunately, the market was extensively destroyed by fire, said Wildman. There is no fire station in Highgate, as Member of Parliament for St. Mary Central, Maurice Guy, noted from the scene of Saturday's blaze. He believes more could have been salvaged if fire trucks did not have to source water outside the community as they fought the blaze. He used the opportunity to advocate for a fire station to be established in Highgate. "I am happy that no lives were lost, but a significant loss in terms of economic activity has occurred. A lot of vendors have lost their goods because this was their Friday going into Saturday, when there is the bulk of traffic in the market," said Guy. While investigations continue to determine the cause of the fire, Wildman on Saturday offered words of advice to those who operate commercial enterprises. Smoke detectors are recommended to business places as a way of detecting fires and alerting persons in close proximity. Fire extinguishers are also recommended as well to quickly put out a small fire. And then in the more advanced stage, we have sprinkler systems with fire suppression systems that can be useful until help arrives, he said. Psychiatric evaluation for 69-year-old accused of killing bedridden wife. A psychiatric evaluation has been ordered for a 69-year-old man accused of killing his 67-year-old bedridden wife. The order was made when Thaddeus Gregory, otherwise known as Taddy, a retired mechanic from Lioneltown, appeared in the Clarendon Parish Court in Maypen on Friday. Gregory, who is charged with murder, was remanded and is to return to court on September 9. He is charged with the death of Pamela Pam Gregory, a housekeeper. The couple lived on Toronto Terrace in the Lioneltown housing scheme in the parish. It is reported that the woman was killed about 7 a.m. on Monday, July 4. Allegations are that a grandson who was home with the couple received a call and went to his grandparents' room and knocked. The accused opened the door and reportedly saw his grandmother on the bed bleeding from the neck. Police said he attempted to go into the room but was prevented by his grandfather. He then went to another door, kicked it open and entered the room, where he got into a struggle with his grandfather before being assisted by police and residents. Gregory was taken into custody and following investigations was charged. Thieves robbed and shoot guard with their own firearm. A security guard was robbed and shot with his own service firearm during an incident on Marcus Garvey Drive, St. Andrew, Friday night. The 32-year-old guard has since been admitted to hospital in stable condition. The stolen firearm is a .38 revolver with 6.38 cartridges, the police said. Reports are that shortly after 11 p.m., the guard was on his way home from work in Portmore, St. Catherine. He took a taxi from Portmore and exited along Marcus Garvey Drive. While walking along the roadway heading towards 3 miles, he was attacked by 3 men who robbed him of the weapon, his wallet, and a bag containing personal belongings. Police said one of the robbers then used the stolen gun to shoot the guard in his right thigh. The robbers then made off in a white Toyota Probox motor car. The guard was taken to hospital by co-workers who arrived on the scene. He was treated and admitted. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.